loves. This is Raven from Raven's Reviews, and welcome back to my channel. Today, baby, we are doing nails for the cause. Nails with a message. This is a very important collab with Madam Glam, and I'm so excited to tell you more about it. So first off, thank you, Madam Glam, for sending these three gorgeous colors that are out of the Think Pink category. So Madam Glam has put together an entire section, y'all. It's Think Pink on the drop-down menu on their website, and $1 from any of those polishes in the Think Pink category goes straight to survivingbreastcancer.org. Now, they have partnered up with this beautiful cause, with this specific charity, survivingbreastcancer.org. They have worked with them in the past, and it is just, I can't speak enough about this amazing charity. First and foremost, there is a beautiful queen that is a survivor that works hand in hand with them. She works directly with the survivors, her being a survivor herself. And she talks a lot about the fact that, breast cancer, it's not glamorous. That sometimes they don't feel like talking about pink or even, associating pink with the disease or the illness rather, because there's so many elements that are not beautiful, that don't make you feel good. But in the same sentence, sometimes doing our nails can empower us. And she did talk about the fact that she has been able to bring Madam Glam products to group meetings and being able to provide services for queens that don't feel their best. Maybe they're going through the worst time in their lives, and just being able to do a pick-me-up of nails is everything. So right now I'm going through the survivingbreastcancer.org website, which, y'all, if you have not been on here, please check this out. And there's so many ways to support them by getting a Madam Glam polish from the Think Pink category, but there's also individual areas here that have like merch, shop till you drop, shop for the cause. All of these are like merch items that you can purchase, and it goes straight to Surviving Breast Cancer fundraiser. They also have different areas to show you where you can start a fundraiser yourself. Actually, one of Madam Glam's representatives, beautiful queen, Beautiful Rose, she also did her own crowdfunding fundraiser for survivingbreastcancer.org on her Instagram. So I thought that was so amazing. It's things like this that really go the extra mile. I actually want to do an initiative this year that anybody that wants to join can send me a private DM. I want to create press-ons, and I've already gotten all of the contact information, the address that I could send it to, so it goes directly to survivingbreastcancer.org. And I want to make press-ons because the queens and kings that go through this, they also describe the fact that due to chemo, due to radiation, they've lost fingernails. They've had so many things happen. So the idea of press-ons, even just using the sticky tabs, just to make you have a little pick-me-up, is so huge. So I just quickly wanted to go through the website, but also anybody that's interested in doing that project with me, just please send me a private DM, and I'm basically going to get anybody that wants to be involved. You can put it in any kind of packaging you want and send it to myself, and I'm going to make an entire a large box that has a variety of press-ons. And I don't want those press-ons to do anything with breast cancer. I want the sets to be fierce. We'll have some gothic sets, some kawaii sets, just all sorts of different things for different kings and queens that might want to wear this to pick themselves up during a really hard time. So there's also areas here that says get ideas for different fundraising, bake sales, doing ice bucket challenges, running for the cause, etc. There's also, which this is so huge for anybody struggling with breast cancer, there's an online support program that's provided through survivingbreastcancer.org, and it has all sorts of different programs that you can be a part of. So that is huge. I also want to apologize. It is freezing cold outside and it's like pouring rain. I just got in from a walk with my fur nephew, Kovu, and I'm feeling like very raspy from out there. Like my allergies were going crazy. But this voiceover is so important that even if I have some areas that are a bit raspy or I cough, like the cause is so much greater than a couple of fumbles that might happen due to the fact that my allergies are going crazy. So I did want to apologize about that. But right back into the magic. So there's also an area of hot topics in breast cancer. So there's blogs, different things that you can read on, whether maybe you have a family member that is struggling, so you want to be an advocate, or if you yourself has been diagnosed. These blogs are like life-changing. There's also wellness classes and workshops, both online and in person. So that is all offered through their website. There's also events and webinars. It says Surviving Breast Cancer provides breast cancer support events and webinars at no cost to you. Whether you're looking to gain more knowledge on a particular topic or meet up with other breast cancer survivors, we have something for everyone. They also have a Thursday night meetup. They call themselves the Thrivers because they're not living, they're thriving, regardless of diagnoses and surviving. And I also don't want to be cold to those who have not survived the battle and the fight, but with early detection, information, knowledge, all of these things, getting our mammograms, doing our checks on ourselves, these things are huge preventative measures that are making an impact in the global deaths and all of these things, like actually preventing like losing our loved ones or losing our lives. So they have Thursday night Thrivers meetups. Our standing appointment on Thursdays is for all stages. We also host specific breakout groups once a month for specific stages and subtypes, such as metastatic breast cancer, inflammatory breast cancer, etc. So you can click this button for the meetups. Now, this I thought was so cool because personally, struggling with chronic pain, I I don't want to get emotional, but I have to escape. And usually nails are such a large escape for me, but sometimes I'm in so much pain that I'm not even able to do that. So movies and books and all of these things have been such like a huge shining light and the support of our community. And they also have this. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional. I just think it's really beautiful because this is something that's very needed. It's a breast cancer book club. So the book club meets the first Sunday of every month at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are welcome to join each month or pick and choose your month based on your availability and the book that they're reading. So I think like that did bring a tear to my eye, and I think that is so beautiful. And again, this is something that though this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, and sometimes that gets overshadowed, by Halloween and all of that. This is something that people go through year round. It's not just magically pop up on October that they deal with this and then they don't need any resources. For some people, this is a lifelong battle. There's all sorts of different circumstances as to the thrivers that are fighting. So the fact that they're offering a monthly book club, I think every Sunday of each month is amazing. And they also have healing through the arts. And that's what I was talking about, like being able to channel yourself and express yourself through creativity. It has been so cathartic and so healing for myself. So I can imagine that it is just as healing for them as well. So it says healing through the arts, through art, writing, and other creative modalities. We hold the power to manage our stress, make sense of our now, and relax into moments of stillness. Oh my gosh, that just makes me emotional as well. And there's a button here that says fun drawing. You can click on it and there's so many things to do. Also, with any kind of illness, disorder, depression is real. And sometimes it is just hard to just get out of bed. And I actually, Priya and I did a live where we went through the Think Pink campaign, explained a bit more about it, gave certain statistics, and did like a breast cancer live. But in that live, I wasn't able to go deeper of what is provided on the survivingbreastcancer.org website, which is so extensive. And this is like a key tool to truly help anybody that's going through this situation and illness. So they provide Movement Mondays, which are free monthly online classes in restorative yoga, yoga for breast cancer, and Zumba. So even on times where it might be hard to get up, you can go to this class virtually and you can be in a room filled with people that understand you, and that just makes me so emotional. And they also have programs available in Spanish. So they're making this accessible for so many different people. And then there is a subcategory here that says make a gift to SBC, which is in increments of $50, $175, and $250, which I think is just phenomenal because again, there's so many different ways to support. You can get a polish from Madam Glam. You can send them, a charitable gift like instantly on their website. Like there's so many different options. So they have an area here that says subscribe to our mailing list, which will give you all of the information. And then there's also featured resources for people who are newly diagnosed, living with breast cancer, children and adolescents, families, caregivers. Speaking as somebody who was a caregiver, this is just so beautiful that they have this resource. It is huge. Men's breast cancer physicians, etc. And that's actually something that I wanted to get into. They also have all of their contact information and their socials. There was some statistics that I went through when Priya and I went live. And those statistics are like quite shocking, especially for people that might not have delved into the subject. So especially, and this is why in this set I wanted to do like 3D boobs. And I also wanted to do a breast and a mastectomy line and just show that there's so many different queens of all cultures, sexual orientations, etc., kings and queens that experience this. And there's this number that says 1 in 1,000 men are diagnosed with breast cancer. And that number is actually far greater in the United States and just all over the world because we aren't talking about intersex individuals, trans men, non-binary folk, and, genderqueer, all of that, and cis women and men. So there's so many people that this illness affects. And so through not only representation, but knowledge, sharing this information, just this video, maybe this makes somebody do a self-check that might not have done a self-check and save their life. This is just absolutely huge. So some some basic facts is about 1 in 8 women in the United States develop invasive breast cancer during their life. There's also a very scary statistic. In the United States, every 2 minutes, one woman is diagnosed with breast cancer. That number astounds and scares me. And the only way that we can, change these projected deaths is through early detection, getting proper treatment, etc. It says that it's projected that there will be 281,550 new breast cancer cases, and this was in 2021, and 43,600 deaths. To say almost 50,000 people are out of this world due to this disease and illness is heartbreaking. So if there's anything that we can do to bring those death numbers down and allow these kings and queens to continue to thrive, then that's what we've got to do. And there's been so much progress and amazing things that have happened with cancer research, breast cancer research, but it still needs to happen, and that can't happen without support like you who's listening right now. If you're able to give anything, even just get one polish bottle, you know? If 1 million people just got one polish bottle from Madam Glam that was out of the Think Pink category, that's $1 million to survivingbreastcancer.org. People always say, like, oh, I don't have any power. Oh, I'm just one person. Well, one person can change the world. So I really hope that this touches somebody's heart and you understand that you can help make a big difference. And it also says that the 5-year relative survival rate is 90.3%. So that's definitely increased from where it was. It says 39% decline there's been in deaths due to early detection and treatment. So that right there is a very powerful statistic that is literally showing you that your health is in your hands and you need to be doing these checks. And the checks are so much more than just palpating your breast area. You have to go up to your collarbone, underneath the lymph nodes in your axilla, in your underarm, making sure that you're checking all of these places. And speaking from somebody that has had a tumor before, this was in my leg, but palpating those areas are so very important for you to feel something that's abnormal. You know, due to my age, I've had, different lumps and things that have been in my own breasts. And I've gotten ultrasounds because they said that the mammogram would be too violent until I was 35 years old. So that would be in 2 more years. So personally for me, I do my checks very often. And anytime I feel something that's abnormal, especially with my own skin condition and cystic skin condition, I'm constantly checking just to make sure that everything's okay, especially for me surviving a tumor. Luckily it was a benign lipoma in my right thigh, but, until they removed the tumor, we did not know if it was benign or if it was malignant. So when we're talking about carcinomas and different forms of cancer, like, it is so powerful to do your research. I did speak about this during Priya and I's live. I'm not going to disclose whom because that's their story, but somebody extremely close to me in my immediate family had to deal with cancer. And I can't tell you that how optimistic I am. And the moment that I received that news, it was the largest weight I believe I felt, because I really thought I was going to lose my family member. And it was through early detection that saved their life. And I'm so happy to say that their cancer cells are so very low right now that so far they've beat it, and we have to do our annual checks and things like that. But being a family member and a supporter of somebody going through that was so heart-wrenching and so scary. And again, like I reiterate, I'm a very optimistic person. So the fact that this completely knocked me down and I was thinking thoughts that were very dark, it surprised myself, because I'm like, no, I'm the cup is always half full. So I apologize. I really wanted to talk about the importance of this amazing cause. I really hope that you enjoyed the breast cancer nails that I created using Madam Glam products. And if you would like any of these products, it will be in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching this video, Nails with a Message. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Mwah. Remember, do all things with love.